Hello grade 7 students. So this is Teacher Raj, and in this last term I will be teaching you science. Okay, so I hope you will enjoy and you will have fun learning with me. So today we are going to study about changing state, chapter 5.3. okay, so we will learn about changing state. Okay, like last time you studied about particle theories like metals, solids, liquid and gases, and today we will learn about changing state for liquids. Okay, so first of all you need to know what is state. Okay, I will come back here, but I read first here. Okay, I read first on your book, and then so changing state, page number 72, 5.3. If you leave ice in a warm place, it melts and becomes liquid water. A puddle of water will gradually disappear as it changes to water vapor, an invisible gas. This is called evaporation. Warmer water evaporates more quickly. If you heat water until its temperature reaches 100 degrees Celsius, it will boil. So now all of the water changes rapidly to steam. 100 degrees Celsius is the boiling point of water. So if the water vapor or steam touches something cold, it condenses and changes back into liquid water. This is called condensation. If you place liquid water in the freezer, it freezes and becomes ice. These changes are known as change of state. Okay. Next, measuring volume. When you measure the volume of a liquid, you see a measuring cylinder. The liquid forms a curve at the top. This is called the meniscus. You measure the volume from the bottom of meniscus. To do this, you must put your eye level with the meniscus. So let's have a look here. So what is state? State is the particular condition that someone or something is in at specific time. Okay, like you see water. Okay, I will explain you here. So here you can see water, okay, and fire. So before we keep the water on the fire, it's a water. So it's a water. So there is what, it's liquid. Okay, and when we keep the water on the fire, water starts to boil and you can see the water vapor. Okay, you can see steam. We can call steam or we can call water vapor. You can see the steam coming up. Okay, so the water starts to change in gas. Okay, so steam coming up, and when the steam gets cold or it touches anything cold, so it becomes liquid again. It's same like water cycle. You know, if you remember water cycle, like water becomes steam, water vapor, and it goes to sky, and then it cools down, and then it comes back again as a form of rain. So it's the same like this. Okay, so if you place anything on top, so if you place anything on top here, like you can put anything, so the water vapor will touch it. Okay, and then you can see the drops here. Okay, and if it becomes more and more, so the water will start to coming down. Okay, like a rain. Okay, so that's what we call condensation. Okay, because when you boil the water, when we boil the water and when we boil the water, so it becomes steam. Okay, so you can see steam, water vapor, and when it touches something cold, so then it again becomes water. Okay, so that's what we call condensation. And if you keep the water in the fridge, so in the freezer, so it becomes ice. So that's what we call freezing. Okay, so let's have a look here. So ice becomes water, so it's called melting. Okay, if you leave the ice, okay, like in the sun or outside, it will start to melt down and then it becomes water. And if you again keep the water in the freezer, it will again become ice. So that's what we call freezing. Okay, melting and freezing. And here if you boil the water, so water becomes steam. Okay, you can see the steam. Okay, so whenever you boil water or you warm the water at home, you can see the steam, you can see it. Okay, and we call it water vapor. Okay, so just whenever you boil the water at home, try to do this. Okay, you can either put your hand, if you feel hot, you can take anything and just place it on top. Okay, so do one thing today. So after the class, so you can boil the water. Okay, so put the water in the pan and put it on the gas. Okay, so you will see after a few minutes you will start to see steam, water vapor, and place anything on top. Just don't close the pan. Okay, just keep it a little bit far, like this far. Okay, so you will see when you after like 2 minutes or 3 minutes, you will see the water again. Okay, like small drops, or you can see a lot of water. So that's what we call condensation. Okay, and that's the water cycle when it's come to rain. Okay, and next, measuring volume. So this is a measuring cylinder. It looks like this. Okay, so if you will study like science in future, you will like go to labs and you will see a measuring cylinder in the lab. Okay, and this is what here, thermometer. Okay, so this thermometer is totally different to the one we use at home. Okay, because this thermometer is used to measure high temperatures. The one we have at home, we cannot measure like above body temperature or maybe a little bit more. But this thermometer here, the one that they use in the labs, it can measure very high temperatures. Okay, so measuring cylinder and thermometer. Okay, so now I will read the next page number 73, next page. Okay, measuring temperature. When you measure temperature, you use a thermometer like this. Okay, and you can see on your book, thermometer. Okay, the liquid inside the thermometer expands as it gets hotter. You read the temperature from the scale. Place your eye level with the top of the liquid in the thermometer. Okay, so like, okay, so in this, when you pour any liquid in this cylinder, if it comes here, so the volume is 50. Okay, so at 50, and if it comes here like 30, so the volume is 30. Okay, so it depends on we measure water or liquid by cubic meter. Okay, that's how we write down. Okay, and temperature. So temperature, you can see, so when you measure a temperature, the liquid inside the thermometer expands, it gets hotter. Okay, so when you rotate the thermometer in a certain position, so you will see a line. Okay, so that line, if it comes here until here, so the temperature is 60 degrees. Okay, and if it comes here, the temperature is 90 degrees. Okay, and the boiling point for water is 100 degree centigrade. Okay, so you can see here 100 degree centigrade is the boiling point of water. Okay, so now coming on to your task 1. Okay, so task 1. Okay, page number 73. Okay, so page number 73. Okay, so what you need to do, questions. You can see questions. What is the volume of water in each measuring cylinder? So you have 3 cylinders. Okay, so you can see a line to indicate the level, the volume of water. Okay, so you need to write down, okay, like this. Okay, what is the volume of water in each cylinder? The volume of water in cylinder A is, write down the number. Okay, and then the volume of water in cylinder B is, write down the number. Okay, like this. So what are the temperatures shown on the thermometer? So you need to check the temperature. Okay, so then again the temperature shown in thermometer A is, okay, write down, and then like this. Okay, degree centigrade. Okay, so like this. Okay, so this is your task 1. Okay, so first I want you to watch the whole video. Okay, then you can ask me any questions. Okay, and I will let you know when to do your task 1. Okay, so watch the videos first. Okay, do not write down anything. Okay, I will give you instructions. Okay, and I will be there to help you. Okay, so if you will have any questions, any doubts. Okay, so that's it in the first video. I will see you in the next video. Hello students, welcome back to our second video for today. And today we are learning about changing state. So as you know that second video is always about task 2. So I will give you task 2 now. So your task 2 is on page number 48. Okay, so what you need to do, it's on workbook. Okay, page number 42, workbook. Okay, workbook, page number 48. Okay, so you can see heating a liquid. So Marlon heats liquid in a beaker for 10 minutes. He takes the temperature every minute. Okay, so your first question, what safety precautions is Marlon taking? Okay, so safety precautions you need to write down. Okay, this is Marlon's result table. You can see the time 0, 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, and temperature here. Okay, there are 2 important things missing in Marlon's result table. Okay, so you need to find out what is missing. Okay, 2 important things. So remember, so if you keep the water on fire for a long time, the temperature will go high, because it at 100 degrees Celsius it will start to blow. If you keep it for long, the more time you keep water on fire, the higher the temperature will go. Okay, so if you keep it for a long time, the temperature will go high. So write the 2 missing things in the correct spaces in the result table. Okay, so you need to write down the correct, write down 2 missing things. Okay, so this is your task 2. Okay, if you will have any doubts, any questions about task 2, I will be there to help you. Okay, you can ask me. Okay, and Yes, and we will do some extra activities. Okay, I will give you some extra activities. Okay, so to before I give you homework. Okay, so that's it. In the second video, I will see you in the third and last video. Hello students, welcome back to our third and last video for today. Okay, and today we are learning about changing state. So before I give you homework, I will explain you one more time. Okay, so what is state? Okay, state is the particular condition that someone or something is in at specific time. Okay, like so how states change. Okay, like you can see, so water here, okay, and fire, so water is boiling and then it becomes water vapor or steam, like in a invisible gas, but we can see the steam. Okay, and then if you cover it, if you put something on the to stop the steam, and then it gets cold and then it becomes liquid again, so that's what we call condensation. And ice blocks, so if you keep the water in the freezer, so it becomes ice, so that's what we call freezing, and that's how it goes. This is a circle. Okay, so ice, and then it melts down, becomes water, and then again we freeze, and then it again becomes ice. Okay, so if you again keep it out, it will melt, become water, and then again freeze, and then become ice. So this is measuring cylinder. Okay, like in the lab, this is used to measure liquids. Okay, and this is the thermometer that is used in the lab. Okay, so that's how we measure liquids, okay, in the cylinder. And that's here you can see the line here. Okay, so that's how we check temperature with thermometer. So now coming on to your homework, so your first homework is on page number 49. Okay, so number 3, one of the points on the graph does not fit the pattern, so draw a circle around it. Okay, so if you can find out missing here, okay, like missing points, you can do this. Okay, so one of the points on the graph does not fit the pattern, draw a circle around it. Okay, so you need to draw a circle around it. So here's what Marilyn should do about this result. Okay, so what Marilyn can do about this result. Number 4, look carefully at the pattern the points make on the graph. Can you see that they follow a curve? So curve like this. Okay, curve like this, like this. Okay, so using a sharp pencil, draw a smooth line that follows this curve. The line does not need to go through every point. Okay, so you just need to make a curve like this. So it doesn't have to go through every point. There should be the same number of points above your curve as below it. Okay, so this is called line of best fit. Next homework, page number 50. So describe what happens to the temperature of the liquid as it is heated. So you need to describe. Okay, so here you need to describe what happens to the temperature of the water if it is heated. Okay, if we keep the water on the gas and it starts to heat, and then what will happen to the temperature. Okay, okay, the temperature towards the end of the experiment do not change very much. Why is this? Okay, so you need to write down the temperature towards the end of the experiment do not change very much. Why is this? Okay, and next, Marilyn measured the volume of the liquid at the start and the end of the experiment. Do you think there was less more or the same volume of liquid at the end as there was at the beginning? Give a reason for it. So Merlin measured the volume of water, okay, at the start of experiment and at the end of experiment. So do you think there was less, more, or the same volume of liquid at the end as there was at the beginning? So remember one thing, when you boil water, so it becomes steam, okay, so gradually it will reduce, okay, it will be it will not be the same volume as when you start boiling, okay. So give your reason why, okay, and what do you think, it will be the same volume or not? Okay, so that's it for today. If you will have any doubts and questions, you can ask me, okay, regarding your homework. And do not forget to do your homework. If you don't do your homework, you will lose your points, okay. And try to use pencil on your textbook. So when you write down on your notebook, you can use pen, but on your textbook always use pencil, because if you make any corrections, like any mistakes, you can make corrections, okay. So that's it for today. I will see you next week, okay. Take care, be safe, bye bye.